We're at a farm in South Africa's East Cape, and we're after rabbits. Monster rabbits. So Pierre, you brought me to one of your favourite hunting spots. Now clearly this is a farm. What sort of things do they grow here?
Okay, they farm with fruit and vegetables. It's sort of split it in half. The bottom side is the vegetables, and the top side against the ridge is the lemon orchards and all that. And yeah, there's a lot of game and all that.
So we're here to knock a hole in the rabbit population tonight.
Yeah, we'll try to, because it's not easy to get on top of them, and they're really making a big damage to the crops.
And I hear they're quite big as well.
Yeah, this rabbits, they get the best feed,
Yeah.
So they must be big.
Because the pests are a little bit bigger than we're used to, we brought an air gun that is also a little bit bigger than we're used to. This is a Benjamin Rogue 357 air rifle, firing 300 foot-pounds of muzzle energy and a 145 grain Nosler ballistic tip partition bullet. This thing takes no prisoners.
Okay, no.
We fill the Rogue's air reservoir
Okay.
to around the 3000 psi mark and make sure the setting is on high. Then we head off into the night.
Okay, cool.
The farm is huge and the fields are brimming with crops, spreading for miles in every direction. There's an array of wildlife in these parts, but our aim tonight is to keep the rabbit population under control. I'm confident it won't be difficult to find a rabbit doing its worst amongst the crops, and I'm right. Now, I'm not sure if you saw in that shot, but I actually aimed for the rear one and it just jumped at the last minute, and I've gone through the first one and into the second one, taking 2 rabbits out with one shot. 300 foot-pounds is an awful lot of penetration, particularly on small game like rabbits. Hopefully still plenty of meat in there for the pot. So here we go. When we said big rabbits, we meant big rabbits. This thing is absolutely huge. Now where do we look as if we got him? We got him pretty well, bleeding out of the mouth, broken jaw, but a good one for the bag. Looks like I took him, as you can see, through the body here, but with 300 foot-pounds and 147 grains, that's enough to take this one out. Let's go and find the other one. And here, once again, really, really big in the body. Beautiful. Let's see what else we can find then. Another beast of a rabbit darts down the road in front of us. As he heads into the next field, I get myself set on the back of the steed. Another one for the pot. So, this one's not quite as big as the others, but they all certainly count out here in the bush. Another monster darts from under a fence and into the next field, but there's no escape from the Rogue. Refusing to die, I do the humane thing and put him out of his misery. There's plenty of fight in these African rabbits, that's for sure. Body shot on this one, as you can see in the chest. That's all I could really see to start with, and then we put another one in his head just to make sure. So 2 shots, 145 grains for a rabbit, but these rabbits are absolutely huge. Now that is what you call a headshot. This beautiful owl keeps a watchful eye on us as we pass, and it's very clear we're not the only ones hunting tonight. Then, to all of our surprise, we see a pair of eyes watching from behind the fence. It's a perfect shot, and he goes straight down. So this here is a genet. It's a type of cat. Very, very destructive. This one's just taking a dump on me, but as you can see here, this fella is a perfect eye shot. Just when we think our night's work is done, another toothy blighter pokes his head out of the bush near the farmhouse. we take one last rabbit for the road. All in all, a very successful night. Another good sized rabbit. Perfect headshot, as you can see there. These 357 145 grain bullets take no prisoners. That's 5 for the bag. So Pierre, not a bad haul for an evening, huh?
Not at all.
No, these rabbits are pretty sizable. You can tell just how much of a problem they're going to be on a farm like this. Now, what is it you usually use for shooting rabbits when you're over here?
.22 rifle.
So 22 rimfire, yeah?
Yes.
So actually this thing's performed particularly well. I think it's a little bit too much gun for these rabbits, so 300 foot-pounds and 147 grain bullets. That's a little bit more than a 22 rimfire firing a 40 grain soft nose, but they're dead.
They are dead,
which
and
is pretty good.
remember the first ones was 2 with 1 shot. So
Yeah.
Went straight through 2 of those. So
Yeah, it's some incredible penetration.
Definitely.
But this is, I think, is a highlight for the evening,
Oh yes.
which is getting this genet. So these are a real problem, huh?
Yeah, they're a real problem for the chickens, and they don't actually eat it. They just kill it and they leave it just like that.
So kind of sport killing. But anyway, this one's in the bag,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. So 5, not too bad. Giant rabbits, been nibbling away on the crops. Does that mean we'll have to come back again?
For sure,
Oh.
we'll have to come back.
All right, then I'll make that sacrifice, Rudy. Thank you very much, bud.
Okay.
For more information on the Benjamin Road 357, visit crosman.com. Be sure to subscribe to Team Wild TV for all the best hunting, gear and airgun videos on YouTube.